Hey, what's going on? Glad you stopped by to hang out with me for a few minutes today. Well, here's part 3, the final one of the stuff that I traded with my buddy, Mr. C.I.B, 123 Gamer Man. So I've already showed you the Magnavox Odyssey 2 with a stack of games, the TI-99 with an even bigger stack of games, and now let's get to something else here. As you can see, I have been on a system collecting spree lately. Got the two I just mentioned from 123 Gamer Man. I got the TurboGrafx with the EverDrive from my buddy Jason over at Kinda Cool YouTube channel. And I also picked up this, the PlayStation 1 from a guy at work. I fixed his wife's NES that was hers from when she was a kid. Got it working again, and he gave me this. And then I'll turn around and I give him one of my Legend of Zelda games. I had 3 copies, and she used to have that, so I'll trade you the PlayStation and give me a handful of games. We'll talk about them later. But I was just glad to get his wife's actual NES working again for her. So let's round out what we got here from 123 Gamer Man. First of all, a couple of little extras. He knows I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. He's seen my Zelda shelf. So he sent me this. That's so cool. Looks like a Link from the Wind Waker. It is. It's a little plush doll there, a little stuffed animal, whatever you want to call it. I like it. I like it a lot. So they got, so they opened the box and seen it. It was right there on top. Like, well, I know where that's going. Right on the shelf. That's cool. I appreciate that, man. And he also sent me, here's a lanyard, Legend of Zelda, with the shield on the bottom of it, and the rope lights up. That's cool. That's cool. That's real cool. So, last couple things I got from him here. I said I've been on a system collecting spree lately. I have all the Nintendos. NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch. When it comes to Sega, I have the Master System, I have a Genesis Model 1 and Model 2, a Sega CD, Saturn, and that was it. I'm missing a couple things there. Or I was. So I now have the Sega Dreamcast. I've always wanted one of these. I missed out on this when they were out. I got a 64. I wasn't really playing that many games at that point, so I just never cared about the Dreamcast. Looking back as a collector, watching videos of gameplay and everything, I thought, man, there's a bunch of good games for that. And this is a fairly affordable system to collect for. The system, all of the systems are getting higher and higher. They're not getting any cheaper. But there's still some good games out there that are not super expensive for this one and some of the other ones. So glad to have this. I always wanted a Dreamcast. And he also threw in the controller with it and a memory card. I guess that would have come with it. But he also threw in as an extra memory card. Now I have seen these before. Never owned any, of course. I'm looking at it like, man, what is it? Is this a little Game Boy or something? Can you play games on here? This looks like one of those, I don't even remember what you call them, where you keep the animal alive. I don't know. But that's pretty cool. I sure do appreciate that, man. Unfortunately, I don't have any games for this yet. But it won't take me long to get some. And we'll be doing some videos on it. I've already got my eye on a couple of them. I'll let you know if I get them. So, after the Dreamcast, there's only one thing left that I don't have from Sega. And if you've been a subscriber to my channel for a while, I appreciate that. And you might remember a while back, just a few months ago, I got the Sega CD from 123 Gamer Man. Always wanted one of those as well. Never got to play that. When I got this from him, it's the first time I have ever played it in my life. And I already had a Model 2, and he had the Model 2 hookup here. And I like that together. I think the Model 2 with this style, with this Model 2 base Sega CD, I like the looks of it. The Model 1 looks fine, slid in here too. But these two are just made to go together. But it looks a little sad, don't it? There's something missing. Yep. I finally got one. I now have the complete trifecta, the Tower of Power. Yeah. So when I got this, I'm a little leery of this 32X because I've heard people say bad words trying to hook this thing up before. And funny story, when I hooked it up, plugged it all up, just studied it, I was like, man, look at all these wires. What in the world, in and out, and this and that, and what's got to be plugged up, what don't. The great one was right. When you get this thing plugged up with all the wires in it, with all three together, there's so many wires running in and out of it, it looks like it's on life support. But when I first tried it, I had already tried all the other stuff I got from him. This was going to be the last. I thought, oh man, I know how fickle those things can be. And got it all hooked up. I thought it was right. I got one game for it already, Metalhead. I've had it a while. Just been holding on to it just in case I ever got a 32X. Put it in, nothing. Oh boy, here we go. Nothing. Starting to get a little late. Wife was wanting to watch a movie and I said, alright, forget that thing for the night. I'll come back to it another day. And Ryan had asked me if it worked. I said, well, you know, I messed with it a minute. Didn't get it to work. I'll come back to it. I got to it a couple days later. Got straightened up on it real hard. Tried again. Nothing worked. And then I got to noticing, wait a minute. This part's not working. This is not working. So I had to I go back behind all my stuff, my setup here. I realized that one side of one of my surge protectors, I've got these big boxes, I've got 4 of them under there that have about 8 plug-ins a piece, spread out 4 of the big AC adapters. One side of one of them has went bad, and that's all the problem was. Switched them around, plugged it up, thing works fine. Didn't have a bit of problem with it. So there you go, that's everything I got from 123 Gamer Man. The Magnavox Odyssey 2 with a stack of games, the TI-99 with an even bigger stack of games, the Sega Dreamcast controller and extra memory card, the Zelda stuffed animal, the lanyard, and the 32X that actually works, no problem. So thanks for stopping by to hang out with me for a few minutes today. Got some pickup videos coming for you soon. See ya.